So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Black Clover chapter 531 finally gave us the extraterrestrial clues we needed to finally figure out who Asta's father is. And in this video, I'm going to show you all of the evidence that suggests who Asta's real father is. But before we get into that, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So, one thing I do want you to point out is the thumbnail is obviously, for those of you who figured out, Illidan Stormrage. That's from World of Warcraft. He's a cool demon-looking dude. So, and I don't really have any cool photos of Asta off. So, Asta's father is not Illidan. Shockers. That's just the thumbnail. Ignore the thumbnail. It is what it is. But anyway, with that being said, let's just jump straight into it, because I really do believe Yuki Tabata has revealed all of the clues we need to figure out Asta's father. Alright, yo, jumping straight into it. There are problems with Asta's father. I've made countless videos before on who is Asta's father. I said Asta's father is a god, Asta's father is a vampire, Asta's father is a werewolf. But I believe after Black Clover chapter 531, Asta's father is Lucius Zogratis. Now listen, there are problems. We know from Black Clover chapter 530 that Lucifero is the highest of supreme devils. He stands alone at the pinnacle of all devils. He has the most powerful magic. There should be theoretically nobody that can contest Lucifero. Again, those are his words. The only thing in this world that has the power to defy Lucifero is anti-magic. Now, Lucius's goal, as we saw in the flashback, was with the devil's power, we four, the Zogratis siblings, can use the magic to remake humanity. I don't know what Lucius wants to do, but that's not the point. The point is, Lucius, using Astaroth's power, can see into the future. So he would already know that there's no way for them to achieve their plan and achieve Lucifero's heart, which Adromelech said that is the plan all along. So what Lucius needs is anti-magic, because that's the only thing that could stop Lucifero. Now, he must have played, if for example, if you remember Doctor Strange in Endgame, he can see into the future so many different scenarios until he finds the best path. The best path forward was to have a child with a woman who steals magic, which allows Asta to be born with no magic. And somehow through all of this, Lucius knew that Asta would be created with no magic and have the power of anti-magic. That's when the first time they ever met in the capital, Julius or Lucius told Asta, this sword, you can carry it because you have no magic. And Asta questions, how did you know I didn't have magic? Lucius responds, that's a very good question, isn't it? What we need to understand here is that without anti-magic, there would have been, as Lucifer even said, he is the supreme devil, there wouldn't have been a possible way to defeat Lucifero. So Lucius must have used Astaroth's power to see into the future of all possibilities and have found the best path forward to allow them to win and allow him to achieve what he wanted from the start, which was Lucifero's heart, so he can go along with his plan to remake humanity. Now, another thing I do want to point out is in Black Clover Opening 2, 3 people were showed with blacked out curtains. One William, the other Gildry, and the last one Lucius. Now, obviously, a lot of people don't believe this, but the anime is canon. Yuki Tabata directly influenced the anime's design and everything they did, so Tabata would have already told them to black out Lucius because he is sus, and he is actually the villain Lucius Zogratis. One other thing that's come out ever since it's been revealed that Lucius is time magic and he's been actually manipulating everything behind the scenes is the anime original scene that the title of the Wizard King has been passed down through many generations, and in there we saw the past Wizard Kings. Now Julius, or Lucius, is the 29th Wizard King, or 28th I believe. There's a really big theory going around that Lucius has been in the Clover Kingdom for so long that he has actually been every single Wizard King at least for the last few. I don't think he would have been able to live that long, but from what we saw in the flashbacks with Xenon and Alan, that was a long time ago. Because the Gwynburial family has been ruling the Spade Kingdom peacefully for many generations. We even saw in the flashback that they've been passing down the sun and the moon and star power every generation to the next generation, which means the Gwynburials ruled a peaceful Spade Kingdom for a while before in the flashback we saw in Xenon. So this means that the Zogratis siblings have actually been alive for a few 100 years at least. So it's very possible that Julius is actually been manipulating everything behind the scene. Now we also know that Lucius has been manipulating the clock. The clocks kept resetting to 7:36 or 7:34 constantly. Even Lucifero at one point even saw the clocks, but we'll talk about the clocks in a different video, in a different theory, in a different time. The last thing I want to point out to you is Lucius, in the early chapters, when Asta showed him his grimoire, must have been able to read the entire grimoire. He tells Asta, I can't read it at all. I've never even seen the writing in this document. Now we know that was clear fucking lies. Lucius must have already quickly scanned Asta's grimoire, so he knows what Asta's potential and future already is. Now, is Lucius Asta's father? I don't know. It does make sense that in order to get Lucifero's heart, he needed a way to win, and the only way to win is anti-magic. But there are a few things that are wrong with this theory. For one, would have Lucius have planned Libe? Then who is Libe? Now, we don't know Libe's name. That could also very much be planned. Libe thinks it's a coincidence that he was born with no magic, and also thinks it's a coincidence that he was born with no magic. Neither of them know why. We still need Libe's real name reveal. I feel like this is what Tabata is setting up. See, I've talked about this before, but Yuki Tabata throws at you a few jabs here and there, never any solid answers, and it's very hard to make theories. But if Lucius is actually Asta's father, or Astaroth, then it would make sense why the Time Devil is called Astaroth and Asta is called Asta. Anyway, do you agree with this theory that Lucius had to see in the future of a possible way to defeat Lucifero, so you had to wait for an age where Asta is born in order to go with this plan? Who do you think is Asta's father? Do you think Asta's father is even going to be someone important in this story? If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.